we gonna talk about some wrestling. Alright, so WrestleMania 33 is just a few days away this upcoming Sunday, and I am super excited for the show. So this is just going to be a video about me giving my predictions for what the show is going to be like. I might be way off. I might give some of my own personal thoughts of what's going to happen and what I might not agree with. So let's get through this card because there are a lot of matches, because there's 13 matches listed right now. The match order that I have is just something right off of Wikipedia. It might not be all in order, so we're just going to run through the matches and see how this goes. The first match on the previous show is said to be scheduled to be the SmackDown Women's Championship match, with Alexa Bliss defending her title against everybody in the women's division. That's on SmackDown. My prediction for that is, since it's in Orlando, most likely Naomi is going to win it. They wouldn't have brought her back this past Tuesday on SmackDown. Since it's in Orlando and Naomi is from there, they're going to give her her big WrestleMania moment, and it'll most likely be her pinning Alexa Bliss for the title. I'm not 100% sure how the match is going to play out. Naomi's going to win in the end. The next match, which I'm really excited for, even though it's on the pre-show, this should be a main card match because the Cruiserweight division has been kind of, stale for a little while, and Neville and Austin Aries are the best thing about that division right now. And I know that they can put on an amazing match. Why it's not on the main card, I have absolutely no idea. How you're going to build up a division if you're not going to put it on the biggest stage that you have? My prediction is Neville should retain, but it should be a real cool technical wrestling match with some really sweet spots that's going to really show how great these two wrestlers are. And it's going to happen by Neville pinning Austin Aries. Since he's been having more of a ground-based attack, Neville has been, since he's been the Cruiserweight champion, he'll probably finish it with the Red Arrow, because he's going to have to go back to his old ways of being, the high flyer and really showcase his moveset. And Austin Aries is going to look amazing in defeat. The next match that's scheduled is the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. There's only one person who should win this, and it should be Braun Strowman. He hasn't had the best pay-per-view run lately, and with him solidifying himself as the monster of the company, he has to win this match. Sami Zayn is also in the match, and he should be the last person eliminated, because that builds up Sami Zayn still being the lovable loser that everybody loves, and he'll still look strong in defeat and also get that sympathy. Braun Strowman should just absolutely demolish everybody in the Battle Royal, and he'll win. Now let's start on the main card with the Raw Tag Team Championships between Enzo Amore and Big Cass. And also you have Cesaro with Sheamus, and then you have the Club, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. And it's now a ladder match that we just found out last Monday. I guess they had to feel like they had to throw a stipulation, a gimmick into the match. And it's WrestleMania. You kind of had to have a ladder match. It's pretty much what's been the trend for, how many years. Who should win this? I want the Club to win it because they really need to solidify a champion on that show and to keep the belts on those two, but it's not going to happen most likely. I think Enzo and Big Cass are going to figure out a way to pull it out because they never won the tag team championships when they were over in NXT, and they've been on the main roster for a year and they've yet to win the titles. So I think WrestleMania will be an awesome way to cap off their year. So Enzo and Big Cass with the win in the ladder match. Then next you got Baron Corbin versus Dean Ambrose. Ever since the Intercontinental Championship has left The Miz, really hasn't done anything. I don't know what's wrong with Dean Ambrose and his character, but just a lot of people are not getting invested in right now. So I think what they should do is finally kind of make another star in Baron Corbin and having Baron Corbin beat Dean Ambrose for the title with an end of days. I'm not being biased because, he has my name as well. I just think Ambrose has done absolutely nothing with the title since he's had it. And putting it on a big upcoming star like Baron Corbin is going to move that story a whole lot better and actually get fans more invested in the Intercontinental Championship like they haven't been in the past few months. Baron Corbin beats Dean Ambrose. Then we got John Cena and Nikki Bella versus The Miz and Maurice. I can very much see the company putting John Cena over The Miz, but it just doesn't make sense because most likely Nikki Bella is going to be retiring soon and she's going to be going away, and John Cena is going to be stepping away for a little bit to shoot movies and stuff like that. So he's not going to be on TV anytime soon. The Miz is the hottest he's ever been in his career. He is probably the #2 guy on SmackDown right now. He's the second favorite person on SmackDown that I love to watch. Having him go over on John Cena at WrestleMania is the right idea. And that will be my prediction, that he does beat Cena at WrestleMania with his wife Maurice. They've been playing this angle how John Cena never wants to get married again and how he's not going to propose to Nikki. So what makes sense is, even though in defeat, have John Cena propose to Nikki Bella after their match leaves them on a good note. Even though it's a little corny, I still think that's what should happen. I'm not sure if John Cena wants to get actually married, but that'd be cool. Next, we got Chris Jericho versus Kevin Owens for the United States Championship. The storyline pretty much starts at around SummerSlam. That's when they've been doing this whole best friends storyline. And this is the one that a lot of people are mostly invested in because they've actually played this out really, really well. And then with the Festival of Friendship and the turn on Chris Jericho, people want to see Kevin Owens get his ass kicked, but most likely it's not going to happen because I think Chris Jericho is going to be going away for a little while, and having him keep the belt doesn't make any sense. So they're going to put it on Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens is going to beat Chris Jericho in a really cool, emotional, great storytelling match. And both people are going to look awesome coming out of it. Next, you got the Raw Women's Championship. Bayley versus Charlotte versus Sasha Banks versus Nia Jax. I really don't think they need to put Nia Jax in the match because there's just so many bodies and it's really hampered the storyline coming into it to where I just really don't care about it. What they most likely will do, and what my prediction is that Sasha Banks is going to turn heel and going to be turning on Bayley during the match and beat her in a very, heelish way to where Sasha Banks is now the champion and she's also a heel, and she's so much better as a heel than she is a babyface. Banks should turn on Bayley, winning her the championship. So Sasha Banks is going to get her WrestleMania moment this year. Next on the show, we have Shane McMahon versus AJ Styles, and this is the one that I spent the most time thinking about of what's going to happen and what should happen. As you can see, AJ Styles is my favorite wrestler. He has been for a really long time, even when he's been over in TNA and New Japan. And I watched so many of his indie matches online that, you just sometimes can't get a hold of. I'm really invested in this match. Just the thing is, Shane McMahon isn't a full-time wrestler. So you have to think, what is AJ going to get out of beating Shane McMahon? When you think of it, not much. It's a cool storyline to think of. AJ feels like he's been wronged by Shane McMahon and he should have gotten his title shot. You understand why AJ is pissed off at this whole storyline, and Shane McMahon, is just there. I don't think it's a waste of AJ. I just think they could have done so much better. It's a cool story, but I don't think AJ gets anything out of winning this match. And there's no extra stipulations. There's no gimmick to the match. It's just a straight one-on-one singles match. And AJ most likely is going to have to carry Shane McMahon throughout the whole thing to make Shane look good. It should be kind of just a glorified squash match, but it's not. It's going to be a back and forth fight. So it's interesting to how AJ can make Shane look good. And even though it's just a one-on-one singles match, most likely Shane's going to be able to find something to jump off of. AJ is going to win this match. AJ should win this match. If he doesn't win this match, I'm going to be fairly upset about it. AJ Styles with a victory over Shane McMahon. Moving on. Next, we got Seth Rollins versus Triple H. This is a match that's been building up for a really long time, and within the past couple weeks, it's finally been building up properly. What I think is going to happen, I can see it going two ways. I can see Triple H beating Seth Rollins with an interference from somebody like Samoa Joe, or maybe even Finn Balor do a return and a heel turn. Or you can have Seth Rollins in this unsanctioned match come out on top, beating the game, Triple H. You want to have a feel-good moment for a babyface, and I would like to think that this will be it. With Seth Rollins missing last year because of injury, I think they are going to give him the victory over Triple H and him kind of be the triumphant babyface that defied the odds with his injury. I know this isn't the popular match that people really wanted to see, but it's what you're going to get. Roman Reigns versus The Undertaker. What I think is going to happen is, if Roman is going to win, he has to turn heel. He has to become a bad guy and win in the most bad guy way you can possibly think of. Like, don't give Undertaker any time to breathe. Have Undertaker get back up, spear him. Have him get back up, spear him again. Back up, spear him again. If he can't finish him, have Roman just go and just take a chair and just beat the holy hell out of him. Give Roman that heat. give Roman the victory, because now you're giving people what they wanted to see, and that is Roman Reigns as a bad guy, and this is the way to do it. Roman Reigns beats The Undertaker, Roman turns heel. That's what's going to happen. And then on to one of the main events, Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg. I do think this match is going to go on last because it's just what makes sense. This has had the more build. This has had the most anticipation. It's what people more want to see than what the other championship match is. Brock Lesnar is finally going to get his win over Goldberg that he's been chasing for over a decade. Most likely Goldberg is going to be going away after WrestleMania, so him winning just doesn't make sense. Put the title on Brock Lesnar, even though he is still seen as a part-timer. When Brock Lesnar had the WWE Championship last time and he wasn't on TV, it felt like the championship actually meant something. It actually felt like it was being chased. So I think that could happen with the Universal Championship and build that title up even more by putting on somebody like Brock Lesnar for a pretty long time. I think this should be about a good, 10-15 minute slugfest of a match, because Goldberg isn't really the most tactical wrestler, but most likely he's going to be able to brawl for at least 10 minutes. So this should just be a hard-hitting match with Brock Lesnar finally coming out as champion in the end. So Brock Lesnar wins the Universal Championship over Goldberg with multiple F5s that finally take him out. Sorry, Goldberg, you're losing the title. Finally, you have Bray Wyatt versus Randy Orton for the championship. The build-up to this match has been really, really weird, because Bray Wyatt is supposed to be the heel and Randy Orton is supposed to be the babyface, but Randy Orton has done some messed up stuff to Bray Wyatt. He burned the guy's house down with his sister buried underneath it, and then he went back to the grave where he burned it and stick the crucifix in her grave. It's like, dude, it's like, this is not supposed to happen. It's like the good guy should be doing good guy stuff and the bad guy should be doing bad guy stuff. Randy Orton burned Bray Wyatt's house down. Like, what the hell? That's not supposed to happen. That's not how you're supposed to build up a babyface. It should have been something like the other way around. You gotta do something for the heel to torture the babyface, not... It's backwards. So it's kind of hard to get invested into this match to where it just doesn't make sense. The build-up doesn't make sense. And I really don't care what the outcome of it is. Even though Randy Orton won the Royal Rumble and it's his main event, it's not the main event. The main event is Goldberg and Lesnar, which is most likely going to go on last, because I don't see the WWE closing out the show with either Randy Orton or Bray Wyatt holding the title up over their heads and ending the whole show. I don't see it happening. Who's going to win? This is probably one of the hardest ones to think about. Most likely, I'll say they keep the belt on Bray Wyatt because he just got it. Bray Wyatt's going to win it somehow. Few Sister Abigails. Bray Wyatt's going to survive RKO, which not a whole lot of people do. So those are my predictions, and most likely I'm going to be shooting a reaction video and review to WrestleMania after it happens. That will most likely go up Monday night or Monday afternoon, depends how fast I can shoot it. And I will be doing a Ghost in the Shell review tomorrow night. So that will also be up. Don't forget to like the videos, share with your friends, subscribe, hit that little bell button to notify yourself when my videos come up online. I just want to thank you for watching, and like always, catch you later.